It's funny, isn't it? It's the independence that we go on about all the time, isn't it? I mean, when you're looking at smaller properties and smaller purchase prices, a lot of people think, well, it's £100,000. I probably don't need to start spending £1,000 on independent advice because, you know, it's having a massive impact on my budget. But if I took £100,000 away from you, which is the potential of any property deal, suddenly you'll feel a hole in your pocket. So what we ask on the larger purchase prices, if anybody's ever looking to borrow money, the banks are doing a lot of the work for you. The bank will have checks and balances in place, but on the smaller purchase prices, if you're looking to buy a property through cash, try and adopt the same principles that you would be adopting if you were borrowing money. Have the same checks and balances put in. So as Jazz says, not only the surveys, and one thing with the survey here, you'd upgrade your survey to hopefully give you a rough estimate of the costs as well for the refurb work, but also, as Jazz says, the legal costs. But when you're looking at the legal costs, the independent legal advice, start to have a look at the whole long-term plan of it. The stamp duty regime is very different there, even things like inheritance tax as well. Now, regarding France, for example, if one of the owners passes away, then 50% of the estate will go to the children. Only 50% of the estate goes to the surviving spouse. So if you've got a huge family, you can imagine the ructions that can cause. So what you need to do is start planning. Kids. Yeah, that's one way. Get dogs, yeah?
Yeah, dogs.
What you need to do is you need to really plan ahead. Now, we always talk about property being a long-term asset as opposed to a commodity, but start to think, and this is a very exciting project. Look at it, it's got a beautiful gîte to convert, it's a wonderful looking building, so you're probably not thinking about selling it, but you should always go into any property purchase with an exit strategy, and that exit strategy involves you exiting the world, if you like, but also how you're going to sell that property on. So plan ahead and spend the money on the independent advice before you go shopping.